is up, guys, gals, ghouls, and gnolls? Welcome back to the channel. Last time, we helped out the Green Dragon Shrine, and then came back here to finish off a quest. I had some trouble on it, so I did it off screen. Finally got some gloves. Thank goodness. Oh, that's so much better. If only we could get a second ring. I was saying how I don't really want to be doing the quests around here because they are not part of the dragon story. And I still stand by that. I would really rather not be doing the quests around here. I will take these, but they are not the priority right now, I don't think. There are some that are just easy to hand in though, so we'll get those done to get them off our quest log, I suppose. There are so many in this area though. These quests have a lot more to do with the Alliance. That's fine, but I'm gonna die. Wow, I didn't die. It's still below me. Serious. How? How can it? Our cave. Okay, there we go. My leap wasn't cooldown, so I thought I would die for sure. Okay. In the mines, maybe is where we end this in. Suppose. Just talking last time. Oh, the wind is strong out. Just talking last time about how I need to not pull so many in. That's the first thing I do in this episode, guys. I told you, I'm not patient. This is why I wanted a leech build. Well, that for one minecart card, wow. So, can't do that yet. What are you talking about? It's lit up. Okay, whatever. So, if you've been following along with the series, you'll know that the reason that I'm trying to stick away from quests like this is because I'm actually doing quests that involve the Dragon Blights, talking about their lore. Growing up, I mean, I really liked dragons. What kind of kid doesn't like dragons, after all? Dinosaurs, that kind of stuff. So I thought it'd be fun to start with the dragon's lore and quests. It's one of the reasons I started playing World of Warcraft, because there were dragons, and at the time of recording, the current expansion is Dragonflight. So I thought, if any of you out there watching this have never played the game, that maybe my content could catch you up to speed, give you a little bit more insight into the current lore of the game, since it is years and years of lore that, you know, lead up to the current expansion. Maybe this can help you a little caught up, or at least relax you. I don't know. I don't know why you're watching. Hi. I guess a little recap on the things that have happened so far. We started out our quest by, well, first we had to get out of Teldrassil. Then went and did a quest line that let us get all the way up to Badlands, where we helped a red dragon in disguise as a goblin make an uncorrupted black dragon egg. I explained that the black dragon of light is corrupted by the whispers of the old gods in the planet, and how the Earth Warder, Neltharion, now known as Deathwing, went mad because of it. So, now we are in Dragonblight, which this whole questline that we're doing now actually technically takes place in the timeline before what we did in the Badlands. So maybe Deathwing's corruption hasn't fully set in to the other black dragons, I don't know. Because when we were at the top of the Warmrest Temple in Dragonblight, I mentioned that there was a black dragon up there and how I thought that was kind of odd. It's just you don't normally see black dragons anymore. But I guess all this is taking place before the cataclysm, which was caused by Neltharion, Deathwing himself. So I suppose that we are currently in a time before the black dragons went completely batshit crazy. That's kind of interesting, because I didn't actually play through Wrath of the Lich King. I had mentioned before when recording that I actually have not played through the Dragonblight questline. So all this is kinda new to me. I only know bits and pieces from lore videos, friends, and putting pieces together from quest lines that are recent and up to date, I guess. I don't know how much, if any of this has been retconned. I'm just here to have fun. Doing. Yeah. Not even sure. We have all the mine cards that we need. Oh, I see. To destroy these mine shafts. How are we going to do that? Do we have like dynamite or something? Don't have all the mine cards yet. Guess I should finish that. I don't know how to use it, but let's get our mine cards, I guess. I don't think this is all part of the main story, but I was worried that if we didn't do it, maybe it would be, and it would come back to bite me in the ass, so. As I said, I've not played through Dragonblight, so I actually have no idea what I do and don't need to do to get the full story done in the area. I think that next time I choose a place, I will do some research on it before coming, but I really wanted to experience it for the first time on video, I guess, because I don't know. I guess I kind of want to share the experience with you guys too. You know, all together, kind of see it for the first time. Though I'm sure some of you watching have probably already seen this anyway. Played through it. Destroy here. This dynamite or something. Then what? Oh. No. What? I don't understand. I don't understand. Go hand this stuff in again. We're gonna get our running card. we're just gonna go hand them in, honestly. Probably abandon these quests, because if we don't need them, then I don't want to do them. Not invested in this part of the story. I'm not here for this. I don't want to help the Alliance. Can I say? Just kidding. I don't really care for the factions. As I've mentioned before, I normally play Horde. Just because I identify with the whole band of misfits kind of mentality. But, that doesn't make me like big Horde stand or anything. I honestly couldn't care less. Because I can play with friends. As long as I enjoy the character that I'm playing. That's all I need to enjoy a game. This minecart. Blow up the minecart. Nope. Oh wait. This is to mine Stranger Wars. Oh, I'm dumb as hell. Then how am I supposed to destroy this? The mine bomb. Mine bomb. The what now? I have no idea what the bomb is. We need to pick it up before coming in. Maybe it's supposed to be inside. But we're supposed to drop it. It hasn't. I also don't really care. Let's just go ahead and these quests, get our XP and our rewards, and get the heck out. Assuming that. To kill these two, great. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. These storylines have a lot more to do with the Scourge, which is, of course, a prominent thing right now in Dragonblight, but not so much to do with the dragons, per se, which is why we're really here. So I'm kind of not paying attention to these stories, because someday in the future I may just do a playthrough that has to do more with the Lich King and the Scourge and all that. It's a very big part of World of Warcraft, obviously. Wrath of the Lich King is one of the better known expansions, from what I can tell. It's when the game really peaked, I think. It is, Arthas is one of the known villains of World of Warcraft. And, I mean, rightfully so, big imposing guy. He's got this magical fuckshit sword, pardon my language. This is the dead. Come on. But, yeah, he's definitely the bigger bads of World of Warcraft. And so I think it would be really fair to leave these kind of quests for a series about the Scourge. And also, I was thinking if I do that, that I would play Forsaken for a story about Wrath, but at the same time, I'm almost tempted to play an Alliance character, and the reason being that, Arthas Menethil was once the Prince of Lordaeron, which was an Alliance, city, so I'm not sure if maybe I would get better results by playing an Alliance character. If any, let me know down in the comments or something. I really don't know. I should be playing Forsaken or an Alliance character. If I did play an Alliance character, I might just, for the first time ever, play a human, because I don't like play humans ever. And, I mean, humans are just kind of, to me, they're just kind of bland and boring, but for the sake of the, make more sense to play human character, because, you know, the human kingdoms were the kingdoms of the Alliance before. Today was a thing. Since Arthas was the Prince of Lordaeron, I guess it would make some sense. You could also play Worgen, because Worgen are really opposed to the whole Scourge thing. They've all passed with that, so be Worgen makes sense, even though throughout the Lich King content, Worgen were not actually a raid. But you know, who cares? Timelines stuff. I let you guys tell me better, I guess.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
But yeah, that's why I'm not really reading these quest texts and stuff, is because this kind of questing is something that I think would be a little bit better for rather the Lich King dedicated kind of playthrough. That isn't to say that it's guaranteed that this will become part of a video, but I don't really know. Anyways, going back to the dragon quests now, because we really should. So, last time we took quests from the other Dragonflight's ambassadors. We took a quest from Chromie to come here, and I mentioned the infinite time drakes. You can actually see them flying below now. Oh well, there we go. There's the barrier, yes. Going to go in. Oh great, my dog is about to bark. Wonderful. There's an infinite drake. So here we are. The shrine. Right here, we're going to use the hourglass of eternity. Go. Oh, it's future me. Hey, there, Aaron. Don't be alarmed. It's me, you, from the future. I'm here to help. Heads up. Here. There they are. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. I actually didn't expect this. Well, that's really cool. Big, big dragon. Alright, so I guess me are going to fight against these things and defend the hourglass. That's pretty neat. Time hijinks, I'm into it. I think you're a fake future me though, because future me would be wearing different armor for sure. Unless it's only future me from a little bit later. Look at you fight. No wonder I turned out. What? What? Is our future self implying that we become an alcoholic, guys? Oh no. Earlier in this series, I remember I said I wasn't gonna support a dwarf's drinking problems as a joke, but apparently we become the dwarf, guys. I don't know how I feel about that. Sorry, but said that could travel. Couldn't feel anything about the future to you. She said that if I did, I would cease to exist. But you revealed that we're gonna be a goddamn alcoholic, so I stopped now. Just me and me, protecting the glass like homies. I just me in the future only have one sword. What did you do to our sword, me? Boy, here we go. Perfect. There we go. Alright. Look, the hourglass is revealed. Nosdormu. Oh, it's his updated model or no? No, it's his old model. is the leader, the Bronze Dragons. It's interesting that it's his old model. I mean, so is Ysera's, but I know why Ysera's is. Because she looks very different in the future. Nostormu does not. Anyway. Nostormu is the leader of the Bronze Dragonflight and is charged with keeping time. He is the aspect of time. He's charged with this duty from Aman'Thul, is the Titan Keeper, or the Titan of Time, I guess, in order or something. He was told to protect the one true timeline, because apparently there is only one. Now, this may not be true, because as we discussed in the last episode, the Titans have been lying to us. It's new. The current expansion has revealed to us. Nostormu also has seen the future and knows how he will fall. How he stays sane in light of this, I have not a damn clue. So, how he will fall, might be wondering how he's going to fall. I'm not saying it because I think we are about to find out in this quest. You saw Nostormu? That doesn't make any sense. Romy thinks for a moment about what you said. Actually, that's great news. I had no idea of whether, where, or when the Lord of Time had gone to. Just knew that he had disappeared to deal with very important matters. So, though the leader's infinite dragonflight wasn't revealed, discovered that Nostormu was alive and well, fighting back against them. Thank you, Rana. Seeing you soon. So, oh, let's read this too. There you are. Or, just talking. Gromy muses over the temporal possibilities. Anyways, the infinites are after you. Well, not you per se. Rather, they are after the past version's view that defended the hourglass of eternity. You remember, right? That was you back then. Except that's you now too. Wait, that's not important. What is important is that you head back to the Bronze Dragon Shrine and defend yourself, the hourglass, the attackers, before you get erased from history. Wait, we're actually about to go be the future us that was just telling us to get better gear, I think. That's really cool if that's the case. Wow. Hijinks. Anyways, some of you might have guessed what Gromy was just saying there. And yes, it's true. Last time, Gromy asked us to go use the glass of the infinite hourglass of eternity or whatever, and use it to reveal who the leader of the infinite dragonflight was. Now at this point in the story, Nostormu was kinda missing for a while. And, well, the hourglass just revealed to us Nostormu. Yes, Nostormu is the leader of the infinite drakes. However, you might be wondering then, why? Why did he become that? As I mentioned, he saw how his demise will happen. when he saw his demise, basically, Amanthul, the Titan, showed him how he would die, told him that no matter what, he cannot prevent it, so that he can't use his powers to try to mess up the timeline, basically. In the future, Nosdormu will go crazy, according to Amanthul, and he will become Morozond, which is just Nosdormu spelled differently. And he will become the leader of the Infinite Dragonflight. Attempt to, future, hey, equipment, got an upgrade. No, it didn't. I'm sorry. Super did not. You were literally wearing the exact same stuff. Oh my god, me in the past lost a sword now. How the heck? Temporal anomalies. Anyways. The, Nostormu currently in Dragonflight is still alive and well. Well, should be, yes. We learned recently in Dragonflight that his changing into Morozond will apparently happen soon. Or thinks it'll be soon. But Chromie, being basically like his one of his high-ranking generals, said that they will find a way to stop it from happening. So now the question is, guys, will Nosdormu become Morozond, or will we finally break the one true timeline and reveal that the Titans have lied? Because I don't think it's true that there can only be one timeline. I believe it to be a lie. So, anyways, Chromie doesn't understand, and we told them just now that Dormu was the thing that appeared. Now Dormu is what was revealed. Chromie just thinks that he's been fighting the Black or the Infinite Dragonflight, which is not entirely correct. I will say that the time did not reveal Morozond necessarily. It did reveal Nosdormu. And when Nosdormu becomes Morozond, he looks more like these infinite drakes. This one right here. This black and white one. This one right in front of us, actually. So, maybe it is showing Nosdormu fighting against the infinite drakes. I don't know. All I know is that he is both fighting against them and fighting with them. Which is, it sounds confusing. It is. Time travels like that. The heck, Nostormu's up there, yep. Alright. Now we can go and end this quest. This was cool. I liked this. It's like I'm being pulled away through time. Thanks. That's really cool that we actually got to go do the quest basically twice, because it was us in the past and it's in the future. But now us in the present has to go hand in the quest. I like that. That's a little bit of writing. Anyways. I do know that there is some Romy-related little questline stuff in the game. I've never actually done it, but I'd like to, because it gives you a belt called the Waste of Time, which I thought was very funny. So I do want to do that eventually, and since I am trying to play all the Dragon Quests, I may do that too, because I would like to try to do a kind of follow up and follow through with all of the Dragonflights that I can. I'm not exactly doing them in chronological order, because I'm not really sure how to do it, I guess. Like, I'm not fully aware of all the story myself. Just that I haven't played the Dragonblight stuff, so I'm kind of going through this with you guys too. I also know that some quests are retconned. Not sure which ones, but some have changed, as well as some quests that involve characters have been taken out of the game, unfortunately. One of the big ones, actually, would be, the to make the scepter of the shifting sands, I believe, and ring the gong for Encourage. That involved the bronze drakes, and I think it's the first time in the game that we interact with dragons. So that something that no longer is in the game. 25 guys. Let's get this passive too. Getting whispers. It is apparently trying to find me or something. Oh, I know what. Let me tell him really quick. He's trying to track me down, but he's in a different time than me. Anyways. We are going to go finish this one before Obsidian Shrine, actually. It's all the way up here. So anyways, I know about some of the Black Dragon quests, Blue Dragon quests, because those are the two that I was most interested in growing up, because black and blue are like colors. Black's a shade, whatever. But what I was saying is the Encourage thing, you don't get to really do that anymore. It was like a classic quest that was only up for a very short amount of time. People were with the Encourage battle tank, Black Encourage battle tank, I believe. Anyways, it's a very long quest line. It's cool. It took a really big amount of people to like help. Like whole servers had to come together to do it, but only a few people got to finish it. It involves green dragons. It involves blue dragons. My favorite dragon of all, Ashikos, who's just a total meme lord. I love him. He's probably my favorite character in all of World of Warcraft just because he's funny. But there's also the quest line about Onyxia, I guess, all the way back in Classic. I'm not sure how many of these are still in the game, but for all the ones that are still in the game, I can find a way to do them. I will try to do them. Some of you may know, when I was talking about the egg that we made in the Badlands, there is a long quest line in Pandaria involving a particular character who I've avoided saying their name up until now. I'm still not going to say the name, but they had a very long quest line in Pandaria that was removed, unfortunately, in the community. It's pretty mad about it. I am too. I think it's kind of dumb because you need to do it to be able to do boss content, which should be accessible to everybody, but is not. Blizzard promised that they would make it accessible. They went back on it, so that's dumb. But anyways, the questline itself is actually very fun. I played it on my other account. I unfortunately cannot get the questline anymore. I would have loved to play through it for you guys because it is a continuation of the storyline that we went through in the Badlands. But now you can't do it. So when we get to recording specific points, I will go over it. But for right now, I don't see the point because I need to do the dagger quest line that I mentioned before in order for it to make any sense for me to be talking about, honestly. But I don't know of any major Red Dragon quest lines, really. Because this one's more for everybody. I don't think it's necessarily just Red Dragons. there are some quest lines that I could do in Outlands for the Black Dragons, which will definitely be important for the current stuff going on. Dragonflight. If any of you have actually played Dragonflight, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But the Outlands quest lines will become extremely important, and I have actually not played them either. So that will be interesting and fun to go over with you guys. I also know that, I guess in regards to the Green Dragons, we would be playing through some of the stuff for Legion, because there's very important stuff that happens there. There's some stuff in Shadowlands as well that is very important for what's going on with the Green Drakes, and even a little bit in Battle for Azeroth. So we will probably go through all that we can. I'm not sure if I can really avoid other quest lines while doing just the dragons though, because the more I play, the more I'm kind of starting to realize that it's probably gonna throw other quests at me. So I'm just going to try to stick to what I can for the dragons, and then try to leave the other content for other kinds of playlists, I guess, or something when I organize this out. Because I only want to do the dragon quests. I want to try to leave all the Scourge related stuff out for a actual Wrath thing, but obviously they kind of overlap a little bit. But yeah, I really don't want to talk about the Dragon's lore and the Lich King's lore at the same time, because it is so much lore in both of them that it would be unfair to try to do both at once, really. I would not be able to give them both the attention that they need. Anyways, the only real way that I could think about really giving them all the attention that they need would be if I went, played on a classic server for you guys, did all the story through classic, and then went through a Burning Crusade server, and so on and so forth. And unfortunately, I'm not really willing to do that, because that is... the game has changed so much. It's not really the kind of game that I like to play back then anymore. It involves a lot of teamwork stuff that I can't really do solo, so it would not make for a very good video. But I'll do what I can to talk about the things that we basically have to end up skipping. That is no longer in the game. There's also a lot of content that happens in these games that are in books, comics, and stuff, because they just had to make it complicated, I guess. So there's actually a lot of lore that happens in between, like, the entire expansion of Warlords of Draenor basically doesn't explain in the game at all why the hell it's happening, because you need to read a book, and that's kind of bonkers to me that you can't just play the game and understand what's happening. But I'm a bit of a lore junkie, so I look into all these kind of things, so I'm not the most qualified person in the world to talk about it, but I can give you guys some form of a rundown on what's going on around us, I guess. The whole Warlords Draenor thing does actually also involve the dragons, believe it or not. Again, for those of you who know, you know, but if you don't, I will just mention that it involves somewhat of infinite dragon shenanigans, time hopping, and involves Chromie. So that's good. Went to the top again to hand in this quest to the Green Dragon emissary, or sorry, ambassador. Can I get rid of Kill the Cultists? Because I don't think we need it. Excellent, just as I suspected. I shall have to attempt to contact Sarah and see if she approves, if she can be coaxed from her nightmare, of course. Thank you, Aaron. Being indispensable. Thank you, I love being indispensable or whatever. Alright. Now, yes. Kill the cultist is important. Oh. I guess that we're going back there. We also have to go and help the Obsidian Shrine. That means that we'll have helped all of the Dragonblights. Because we just helped Sarah, the green, helped Chromie, who's with the bronze. The blues are the ones that are attacking, so I guess they kind of don't count. And then we have the black ones are ones we're about to help. As like pets, which is why we're here. Speak to Alexstrasza. We're gonna fly back there, pick up that quest, and also it's closer to the Obsidian Dragon Shrine. So then we'll be able to travel up and help out. Wow, look at that. It's so pretty. Look at those stars. It's nice. Oh, that's what it looks like when you're over the ruby shrine. That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't realize the skybox changed. I probably should have noticed. I mean, I literally saw it when we were in the bronze one, but I thought it was just the barrier over us. It's cool. It's kind of like that one place in the Plague Lands that we were talking about that, had a bit of the roof. The skybox changed, and the area around it became greener because paladins were protecting it or something. I think it'd be because of druids, but I guess not. Magic or something. Here. For the cultists, we'll do the cultists first. Because they're closer. Been waiting longer to taste our blade or whatever. These are a Nubar, whatever, a Nubarak. Or I don't know what they're called. Noobs. These are noobs. Cultists. This is also a Wrath of the Lich King thing, not really pertaining to the dragons per se, but I guess since I can't really avoid it and since we're doing the quest now, I will mention that the Nubarak, I think is what they're called. I don't know if Nubarak's what they're called or if it's just their leader, but they are these spider creatures they've been warped by the Scourge. They are ancient kind of civilization spider people, I guess, that got infected. I don't really remember all of it, but they were enslaved by the Scourge. And now they are put into these awful creatures that to kill. I wish I had a little bit more detail for you guys on this, but honestly, I don't know a lot about the Anubarak. I would need to do their quest line to understand it. And again, as I've said through this video, I would like to save that stuff for actual Wrath of the Lich King playthrough, where I just focus on Scourge-related things and how Sylvanas became the Banshee Queen. I'm talking about how it all leads into Shadowlands and how it completely destroyed their own lore and kind of ruined their own writing with it. Great. Description of the back. favorite pupil. If you continue to show promise, I will teach you wonders beyond your imagination. If you do not, will have you destroyed. As ever, I call this Zangas. Doubt the war, the one in Star's Rest will want to see this. Right, I guess that's another quest. I've killed one cultist, it says. I guess that my quest logs are not showing me. Stuff isn't really showing me I'm supposed to be killing. I don't know. It's because the quest is old or something, but it's a little annoying. Cultist. I don't know what functional cultist is, but I would assume it's just a cultist that's breathing, but okay. That did not count as a functional cultist, guys. He's got like a unique. He's not quest thing. There are a lot of dungeons actually in this up in Northrend that the rack people that I would be interested to go over with you guys once. Actually do a playthrough that's more about the Scourge and such. It's I can tell like it's kind of eco-don't. Like it's very promising for lore, however, it's also kind of sad that you can't really explore their city, considering how big it's supposed to be in lore, but it doesn't really show it in the game, I guess. That's a little sad, but I guess they can't show everything in the game, right? That also didn't count as a functional cultist. I did that. Oh, I understand. It's because I need them to be dropping specific stuff. Okay. Do that, I guess. Just a lot of RNG. Random number generator. I don't think these guys will drop it then. We can try. Berserk do. Doing more damage. I don't know if it helps us in this situation, I mean. I think it's just to remove effects. I need more cultists. Bring me cultists. Seriously, where are they? Oh. Over there, guys. I see them. Cultists. Oh. There we go. Two more pieces, guys. Almost there. Just a little more. guess I should mention I have been talking in the last few episodes about how if you guys have anything to say and stuff in the comments, then like you can go ahead and tell me sing things or stuff like that. It doesn't seem like I've paid attention to anything that you guys have said in these episodes. That makes a lot of sense, because I would like to... You all know that these episodes are all pre-recorded. Like, I've recorded... Now this is going to be like the 10th episode in a row that I've recorded over the span of just a couple of days before I've even set up the channel completely. I wanted to make sure that I had stuff to actually put out there, so that over the next few weeks when I'm a bit busier, I can actually continue to upload for people and not have to worry about finding time to record when my roommate isn't home causing a bunch of noise, or when I record after my dog's been taken out for a walk so that he's not so noisy. I'm going to try to keep to a consistent schedule of uploading maybe twice a week or something, but a lot of it will have to be pre-recorded in order to do that. So it seems like I have just kind of skipped over something that somebody said or anything. Trust me, I will read the comments. I just haven't put this out yet, so nothing before this episode or this episode has been uploaded at the time of recording, obviously. But I'll get to it. Just wanted to be transparent about that. Anyway, well done. Dispose of these filthy garments by cleansing them, destroying the power of the goddess. I sense something foul is near. It is person, what is it? So, let her, the goddess reveal itself. We have a name. Vanity and pride be his downfall. The High Cultist. I have dreamed of Angas before, but without the context that you have discovered, I knew not what it meant. Have brought clarity to the vision that the goddess has bestowed upon me, and now I know that he can be found within the pit Narsjan to the north. I know you know your target, Aaron, and if there's to be an end to the suffering of the land, the High Cultist must die. Alright. So now I think this might be the end of this quest line. Let's see. No, the woman's task. I was thinking it's probably the woman's task. I'm wrong, actually. Let's see. I think it is. Then again, I don't know if the quest is actually going to be the end of the quest line or something. It's supposed to be out here. I don't see anything unless is he below. Probably below. Because he's like thing of that cult below us. Let's see. Let's see. There a place better. Perhaps he's supposed to spawn. Don't see anything. Nothing even really called the animal. But it is saying that he is 63 yards below us. Therefore, I think we're going to have a bit of an underground journey of us. That seems to be the case, Sky. I think I'll end it here for now. And next time we find our way into the underground tunnels, find the cult leader, put an end to his nefarious scheming. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment down below any suggestions you may have on content or how to make this stuff sound a little better. Thank you for watching. Till next time.